I'm here with two amazing cars, the new M3 and the new M4 in fantastic colours, but to talk us through these cars, the product manager for them, James Thompson.
This is our 6th version of these. It's 35 years since the first version came out, and this is the best one yet. This is a performance car, but it's got to work on the road and on the race circuit as well. And more importantly, it's got to look like an M car.
When I look at the front, I see quite a lot of carbon fibre as well. That's kind of looking like a race car as well, isn't it?
Exactly. These cars have got carbon exterior pack, so these breather areas on the front, the brake ducts are converted to carbon fibre. We've got carbon fibre mirror caps, spoiler and diffuser on the back, so it's dripping in carbon fibre now.
And it's a lot different, isn't it, from the predecessor cars as well? How much difference is there?
Pretty much everything. The most important thing is the engine. So whilst it's still a 3-litre 6-cylinder engine, we've now got 510 brake horsepower. It's much more torquey, it's more responsive, it's a much quicker car. Importantly though, it still sounds amazing. We've made the chassis a little bit stiffer. That means the suspension is softer on the road, but it can sharpen up on the racetrack. So we've actually ended up with a car which is nicer to drive every day and even better to drive on the opportunities you get to take it out on a circuit. Both cars now have 510 horsepower, so we have a competition version of this car for the UK market. It's now an 8-speed ZF gearbox, but it's heavily tuned. The ratios and the programming of it are very specific to these cars. The engine also has gone up 100 Newton meters of torque, so 60 horsepower more, 100 Newton meters of torque. All of that comes through in the responsiveness of the car when you're in the right gear.
With those big figures, you need to be comfortable, I'm assuming, so the carbon bucket seats for me are quite adjustable and they're actually very comfortable as well. They're a lot different than what we've had in the previous models, aren't they?
They definitely are. I mean, we've gone to great lengths to develop these carbon bucket seats. They're still actually really comfortable. These are the ones I'd pick to drive in every day and also for when I want to take it on a track. They're absolutely mega. People
who love M cars are going to really prick their ears up at this, but I've heard about your special brake pedal,
yes.
So you can have a difference in the brake pedal feel,
yep.
Which is like a race car, isn't it? That's amazing.
Exactly, so you have a brake-by-wire, so now you've got two settings, a kind of sharper, less press on the pedal before the brakes activate, but it's all personalisable in the menu, so you can change chassis setup, engine response, gear changes, and now for the first time the feeling in the brake. When
I look at the side of the car actually, I can see that the rear wheels are bigger than the front, and that's something I don't usually see on a BMW.
We actually started introducing the split wheels on special models like the M4 GTS, and it's basically because the engineers worked out that you can have a sharper turn-in with a slightly smaller wheel on the front. It's actually smaller rim but a wider tyre, so really sharpens the turn-in of the car, and it's just so neutral. It does exactly what you want but without ever overstepping the mark. It's properly dialed in.
With these cars, they will come in different body styles as well, won't they?
Yeah, we've got the saloon and the coupe here, so these cars are going to be available from March 2021. There's a convertible version of the M4 coming a little bit further into the future, the very first M3 Touring as well.
So all in all, a fantastic car on the road, but if you fancy a little lap round the track, this is the car for you, either of them.
Definitely, that's what an M car should be. It has to do both of those things and it has to do them well. And yeah, I can't speak highly enough about these two.